Hare Krishna. I welcome each and everyone to into Bhagavad Gita section. Today we are going to start the chapter 8, Attaining the Supreme Lord. And I welcome all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis to Bhagavad Gita class. We'll have just a recap on the seventh chapter. Up till now, in the seventh chapter, that is the knowledge of the Absolute. Absolute can be deformed in three space. That is the features of Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagwan feature. Brahman and the Paramatma, they are the partial representation of the Bhagwan feature. So for this, we have taken the example of a train that is coming to a station from a far off distance. We can see only the light of it. That is the Brahman feature. And after coming little bit closer, we can see the form of the train. That is the Paramatma feature. And after the train has stopped in the railway station, we can go inside the train and we can also view the outside and the inside both. That is the absolute form. That is the Bhagwan feature. So in Krishna conscious, we are very performed about the Bhagwan feature. That is, the Supreme Personality is having a form. Just like as we are having the form, as we are having a human body, our grandparents are also having the same body. Our forefathers are also having the same body. In this way, the Supreme Personality of God is also having a form, personal form. That is Shyamasundara form. And also we have known the different energies of Lord Krishna. The different energies are the different five energies. That is earth, water, ether, sky, sky and fire. These five are the different energies. That is the material energies are the external potencies of the Lord. And the internal potency is the Yoga Maya. The external feature is Durga. So in this way, we have seen the different energies of the Lord. What are the different energies? These three are the different energies. So next we know that Krishna is the creator. We know after knowing the different energies of the Lord, Krishna has explained how this creation has started. How this creation has started from Krishna, he had expanded to Balram preacher, from Balram to to Chaturvyuha, and again from Chaturvyuha to Mahavishnu, and from Mahavishnu, the pores of the Vishnu, this creation is created. From this creation, again, this means Vishnu is coming to, from the ports of Mahavishnu, Garbhodak Sai Vishnu has appeared in each of the different eggs in it. In that egg, again, this Mahavishnu has entered as Garbhodak Sai Vishnu. From that Garbhodak Sai Vishnu, from the navel of Garbhodak Sai Vishnu, a lotus flower sprang up, and it is from that lotus flower, the Brahma, the first living being, came to the existence. And after Brahma coming, everywhere it is only the darkness. The words that Brahma has stepped into the lotus trunk, and he went and he has seen everything, but he didn't find anything or any other living entity. At that time, Brahma has only got the words of tapa. So Brahma had done his tapa for 100 years, and after that he got the knowledge of how to create the secondary creation. So when Brahma has created different planetary systems, we have seen that Brahma is the secondary creator. And Brahma has created this 14 planets, different living entities were designated in that different planets. The higher planets are called the Lokas, and the lower planets are called the Lokas, and where we are staying is the Puloka. It is divided into 14 lokas. So in this way, these 14 lokas are divided and different entities. So again, this Garbhodakshayi has entered each and every atom and every living entity. It as Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. So the persons who knows these three rupas of Vishnu is a liberated person. That is Mahavishnu, Garbhodak Sai Vishnu, and Kshirodbhav Sai Vishnu. So this is a liberated person. So what are the characters of a liberated person? He must be equipos. He is unenemical to everybody. He will see the dog eater, the calf, or the elephant, he'll see only the Paramatma feature, and he'll be in the Brahmabhuta Prasanna. He'll be always in the mood that he's only serving to the Lord. So after this, we know that Krishna is also all pervasive because he's entering into each and atom also. So Krishna is all pervasive and essence, and Krishna is the cause of all the causes. Everything which is having a cause, for that the backward reason is Krishna. So Krishna, Ishvara Parama Krishna, Sachitananda Vigraha, Anadirade Govinda, Sarvakarana Karanam.
Karanam.
Afterwards, Hare Krishna, somebody interrupted. So, and after this, the creation has started. At that time, creation has started also. So, Krishna is aloof from all the modes because as we are the individual souls, and the super soul is Lord Krishna, and the sanction and the Prakriti. This three is the tree diagram. That is soul, super soul, and Prakriti. When the soul desires, the supreme soul sanctions. This sanction is according to the modes of our nature. Modes of our nature are, we are having three modes: mode of goodness, mode of passion, and mode of ignorance. As we are all devotees, we are in the mode of goodness. So, and after this also, after knowing this, Krishna is all Prabhasu and Krishna is the cause of all the causes and essence of everything. Krishna describes that he cannot be known to some people, whom he cannot be known to Dushkrutas. To some people, he can be known. And with all the desires also, some people will be coming to Krishna to pray for him. They are Sukrutas. Person who doesn't know Krishna are the four types of people. What are the four types of people? Can anybody explain? Can anybody say the names? Hare Krishna. It's only
You are asking
interaction.
about, you are
The four
asking
types of Duskrutas.
Suskrutas. So,
Hmm.
Modas,
uh,
Haribol. Next. Any one of you can also say.
Naradamas,
Naradamas,
Maya
Maya,
Apahana,
Maya Apahita Jnana,
Asuram Bhava, Ashrat,
Ashrambhava, Ashritaha. And the four Sukrutas are Ada, Jignasi, uh,
Ardha, Jignasi,
no,
Jnani, and
Gyani.
Mokshakam.
And one more is
What
Kevala
is
Bhakta,
Mokshakam?
Kevalam.
Kevalam.
pure Bhakta, pure Bhakta. It will be coming later. So the persons who are there, the person who doesn't come are called the Shrutas, the persons who are going to come to Krishna for their desires also, for fulfillment of their desires, they are called Sukrutas. So these different categories are discussed. And again, the persons who are not having any type of intelligence, means their intelligence is very stolen. Maya Paritagyana. So these people want instant results. So they will be going to the worship of demigods, because we know that the worship of demigods is an indirect worship, because the sanctioning authority is the Lord Krishna. See, if, for example, if you are going to a company, you know the person, if you, okay, I'm going to give the other example. If the in the government authority, the president is the main person. But I know the person only the MLA. So when the MLA is he's coming out of the flight, I'm having a garland. So I want to garland the MLA. But with the MLA, there is the chief minister and also the president. So at that time, MLA will be taking the garland. He'll be asking the person, no, no, not me. You have to go to chief minister. Again, the chief minister will say, no, no, I'm not the boss here. My boss is also there. The president is there. So the first living entity or the first citizen of India is the president. So mm, the garland which the person is having, he has to garland the president. The same way here also, in the same way when we take to Krishna, the demigods, and we. demigods, upa demigods will be there, the supporting demigods, and so now consider Krishna as the president of India, whereas the demigods as the chief ministers of each and every different state. Upa demigods means the supporting of the demigods as MLAs. So now we are having a garland. So you will go and keep the garland towards Krishna himself. He's the supreme person, and the demigods are the representatives of Krishna. Or the Upa demigods are also the representatives. So we will be going to the same authority. In this way, if a person who is not having the knowledge of Krishna is the supreme personality, they will go for the instant results for the demigods. But when you know the hierarchy, the total power of sanctioning is going to have with Krishna. It doesn't have with the demigods. Demigods are also having little power, which Krishna has given for them. Demigods are also the devotees of Lord Krishna. So every time we have to respect the demigods. But but they are only the post. The soul will be differing from each and every. One demigod is only having nearly a lifetime of one chakra vyuha. That is, it is, I can say that as we are having, no, we are having four yugas, no? When the completion of four yugas are there, then one cycle of the demigods will be also moving to living, and other cycle of demigods will be coming. So it differs. They're also just the post. So the persons who are less intelligent, they go for immediate results because they doesn't see that Krishna is the supreme personality. So he sees that if I'm going to give this boon to this person, is this helpful that he'll be coming back near to me, or he's not going to come back? If he's going to coming back near to me, Krishna will immediately sanction to that person. If so, this is Krishna. And whereas the demigods, if the demigods are pleased by the ways of the Vedic chanting, of the Vedic literature, how to do the sacrifice, for each and every demigod, it is different. For sun god, it is different. For Indra, it will be different. From the moon god, it is different. According to their instructions, if the demigod is pleased, they doesn't see that this person is having the eligibility or not. They will just sanction it. If this person is not having the eligibility, he will fall down to animal planet. But here Krishna is so merciful that if we are going to sanction, we are going to elevate. So that is the difference between a father and and a non-father. He's any guardian. See, guardian will give you whatever we want, but a father will give you what is required at that time of movement. Such is the person of Krishna. So Krishna, supreme personality, he is the father of all the living beings. Not only the human beings, animals, birds, everything. He is the father. He is the seed-giving father. So in that way, we know that only the for immediate results, ignorant people will go to demigod worship, and the persons who are impersonal, no, their intelligence has been stolen, so they will also go further. They know, but these impersonalists, they know up till that they are not this body, they are the spirit soul, and they can only realize up to this Brahman feature. That is the affluence of the Lord. And also we know that Krishna is the supreme person, and so he is the supreme enjoyer. He is the cause of all the causes. So Krishna can know all the present, past, and future. But we can't know our present past because we are having limited consciousness and limited. Our senses are also limited. And here Krishna also gives us one more person, that is Mokshakami, the person who wants to be liberated from this entanglement of material person. And also in the last sloka, Krishna gives the different terminologies. What is that? Adi Buddha, Adi Deva, and Adi Yajna. So this chapter of 8th chapter starts with this questions. What is this Adi Bhuta? What is, and now Arjuna is going to ask, what is the Adi Bhuta? What is Adi Yajna? What is Adi Deva? What are this preference? Why are these interested? Why we have to know about them? Hare Krishna, in Prabhuji, can somebody read from 8.1 to 8.8?
Yes, Marcus. Chapter 8, Attaining
Yeah.
the Supreme. Arjuna inquiries, Krishna replies. 8.1, Arjuna inquired, O my Lord, O Supreme Person, what is Brahman? What is the self? What are fruitive activities? What is this material manifestation? And what are the demigods? Please explain this to me. 8.2, who is the Lord of sacrifice and how does he live in the body? O Madhusudana, and how can those engaged in devotional service now you are to the time of death?
Hare Krishna
8.3,
Prabhuji. Enough, Prabhuji. First, we'll
yes, ma'am.
discuss 8.1 and 8.2, then we'll go for the answers. So, now Arjuna is inquiring. What Arjuna is inquiring? Kim Tad Brahma. What is Brahma? What is Brahma? And Brahman. Brahman means what? Brahman means Brahma. What is Brahma? Brahma is the demigod. Brahma is the secondary creator of this universe. From the Garbhodak Sai Vishnu, from the navel of Garbhodak Sai Vishnu, the lotus brought up, and the first living entity is Brahma. So Brahma has created the secondary creator. In one sense, we can see that Brahma means he is addressed. In some of the contrast, he is addressed as the secondary creator, Brahma. And in one of the contrast, if you are going to see about the Brahman means the soul. The indestructible soul is also called the Brahman. And in some contrast, this Brahman means the material creation is also called Brahman. In some of the things also we can see that Brahman means the Parabrahman. Parabrahman means the super soul, because the living entity is indestructible, whereas the super soul is also indestructible, no? So the Brahman means both the super soul and the living entity. Okay. The first question what they have asked, Kim Tat Brahma. What is Brahman? So Brahman is this one. What is the answer? Brahman means. In some context, we can say that Brahma is secondary creator. In some context, we can say that the spirit soul and the super soul is also Brahman. In some context, the whatever we'll be doing in spirituality is also the Brahman. And so in some context, we can see that this material creation is also called the Brahman. These are explained in the sloka 3, but I'm giving question and answer. Okay. First question is Kimadam Brahma. Brahman means there's five different concepts. Can anyone describe what is Brahman or Brahma?
Brahman is secondary
Yes,
creation.
Brahma.
it is
Brahma
spirit
is
soul,
the secondary creator or the secondary
spirit,
creation.
spirit soul.
Spirit soul.
Super soul, living entity,
Material
Parabrahma,
creation, material
Okay.
creation.
Material
and
creation.
indestructible soul called Brahman.
Indestructible soul is called Brahman. Hari Hari Bol. Thank you.
Very well.
And now we are going for the second question. What is that? Kim Kim Adhyatma. Kim Adhyatma means, what is the word Adhyatma means? Adhyatma means the Swabhava. Swabhava means the eternal nature. Eternal nature means, see, if I am going to give work, for example, if I am going to give a piece of work to two people, the same work, but the accuracy depends upon the nature of how they are doing. One person will be doing in the smartest way, one person will be doing as per the manual. Yeah, there is a difference in accuracy, there is a difference in time. Why? Because of our psychophysical nature. Because we are carrying impressions. We are carrying some of the impressions from our past experiences, so that they are impressions bonded on our mind. So according to that eternal feature, that is the Swabhava, we are going to do this. So this is called. The eternal feature or the Swabhava is called the Adhyatma. What is Adhyatma? It is the Swabhava of a living entity or the eternal feature which are coming from the impressions of the past years. So this is called the Swabhava. Or we can also see that the impressions that are accompanying Jiva from one bird to other birds. See, this is not only our birth, but human birth is more higher to all the species of 8.4 millions of species. So now here we are seeing Swabhava. What is Adhyatma means? The Swabhava or the eternal nature which is having the impressions of a jiva from one life to other, because we'll be having some nature of while doing the work or anything. As I have given the example, two different people, two different entities. The result will not be also two different only. It won't be equal. If it is a maths problem, when it is given to two students, one person will be doing in a shorter way because he's very smart. One person will say that, no, whichever the problem I have to write each and every step of it so that I'll get the result. So here the result will be equal, but the method of doing is different. So here, what is the meaning of Adhyatma? Anybody of you can say?
అంటే క్యారెక్టర్ మాతాజీ క్యారెక్టర్ స్వభావం
Swabhava or the character.
Eternal feature which coming from impression of past, Mataji.
Hari bol Mataji. Thank you. Hari bol. Next.
మాతాజీ this character coming from the ancestors.
Yeah, it depends. It depends upon the jiva circumstances. It depends
ancestors.
upon. Yeah,
So
it
many
depends.
birth after this birth come, no? So all character accumulate and it has come, Mataji.
Because as we are in this body, we are attached. We were not in this body previously. We were in different bodies. So the impressions, because at the time, I'll say you this in the next sloka, Prabhuji. 8.5, I'll clear you that. Okay?
ఇంప్రెషన్ అంటే నీ అర్థం కాదా మాతాజీ ఇంప్రెషన్
Impression అంటే మనమే when you are going to do any work, Prabhu, I have given the example of two people. No, one person will be doing it very smartly, one person will be doing very regularly. See, if
slowly,
two
yes, ma'am.
persons, I'll give you a simple example. One in a company, there were two employees. There were many employees, but we are going to speak about these two employees. So when the company, the promotion was given to one of the employee, but there were two people were in the equal level. So at that time, the second person was very jealous of the other person because that person got the promotion and this person have not got. So at that time, the boss, he went to the boss and he said that I'm also having the same experience and the same quality of work I'm also putting. Then why you have given even him the work? Why you have given him the promotion at that time? At that time, the person, the boss is there. No, the boss want to teach the other person. So he has given the same task. He told, because he was in the marketing field, so he told that he told both of them the same work, that he told one of them to go to the watermelon vendor and ask about the rates and just come back and say him. So the first person was there, no? The first person who argued for the promotion, no? He went to that vendor, the watermelon vendor, and he asked what is the rate and different types of watermelon are there. What are what is the cost, price, everything. He got that details and he had given that report to his boss. And after that, he called the other person who got the promotion and he gave the same task to the other person. So this person also went to the same vendor and he asked everything. And he compared the two reports. This person has given different types of watermelons, different rate for each watermelon. What is the rate? And this person, the person who got promotion, no, he has given in his report different types of watermelon and different types where they are grown, and what is the water content in that watermelon. If we are going to collect this watermelons, and if you are going to store it in our cottage, we are going to get this much percentage of profit. And each watermelon from different parts, each and everything is differently. So here the boss said that you were also doing the same work he is also doing. So when comparing, smart work got the listed. So at that time, the person who is envious towards the person who got this promotion, he started learning from that person. So here the impressions has changed, no? So in that way only, the swabhava, which is coming from different ages will be also having little bit change. When we come to devotional service, it is taking the U-turn. So this is Jyatma, means the swabhava. You understand this, Prabhuji? Sushil Prabhu.
Yes,
Is
Mataji.
it clear for you?
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
It is the
Right,
eternal
Mataji.
nature or the impressions of one jiva. Impressions that are accompanied by the jiva to govern in this body. In this body, the impressions are already there because the mind is carrying the impressions. So this is adhyatma. And now comes kim karma. What is karma? Hare Krishna, can anybody of you say what is karma? We have learned this karma yoga.
Karma, work, Mataji. Devotional.
Karma.
అంటే వర్క్ మాతాజీ.
It's not the work, Prabhu. It's the activity of doing work. Karma means whatever the activity we are doing, that is called the karma. Activity of the prescribed. When we are doing any work within our circumstances, within our prescribed duties, that is also called karma. If it is an action, that is called karma. If it is an reaction, that is also called karma. Karma means the chain of actions and reactions. That is called karma. Kim karma, these 5 different, according to the contest, they will be coming. Karma means the action and reaction, the chain of actions and reaction, the activity or the prescribed activities, what we are doing in our circumstances. These 5 meanings will come according to the context where we are using this karma, the word karma.
మాతాజీ this prescribed duty.
Prescribed duty. Prescribed duty means the duty what we are. Now you are an engineer by profession. So you'll be doing the work of an engineer. So that is
Yes,
your
Mataji.
prescribed duty.
Yes, Mataji. Thanks,
So
Mataji.
can anyone of you say the different meanings of karma? Be interactive.
Chain of actions and reactions.
Chain of actions and reactions.
Activity, prescribed activities.
Prescribed activities. Actions and reactions. If it is an action, it is also karma. If it is an reaction, it is also karma. So these are kim karma, tat karma. And the next question is Adi Bhuta. What is Adi Bhuta? Adi Bhuta. Adi Bhuta means, sorry, I have forget to say this. The prescribed qualities or the fruito activities is also known as karma. Prescribed activities, what you are doing for the fruito results. So sometimes the fruito activities are also called karma. And now coming to the question, what is Adi Bhuta?
Fruitive activity,
Adi
Mataji,
Bhuta.
this bondage will be there, Mataji. Suppose give farming, give my son got a good job
Mm.
to Lord. That is become fruitive activity, Mataji. Na? To pray,
No,
Lord,
Prabhu.
give it.
No, it's not a fruit activity. I'll explain later, Prabhuji. After completing, I'll come to you.
Yes, Mataji. Thanks, Mataji.
So now we are going to see what is Adi Bhuta. Adi Bhuta means the Prakruti. What is the Prakruti? The modes of nature or the nature what we are seeing. So, is this nature the same way every time? If we have
No.
taken a tree, daily the leaves will be falling down and the new leaves will be sprouting up. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So, this Prakriti is Shara. Shara means every time it will be changing. See, for a simple example of a tree only, we know that the leaves will be falling off and the leaves will be coming. So that is Shara. So in that way, there is a constantly changing. This Prakriti is constantly changing. That it may be a material body, it may be the word, it may be anything which is constantly changing is called Prakriti. That is the what is Adi Bhuta. Adi Bhuta. What is Adi Bhuta? Means Prakriti. Prakriti means what is the nature of the Prakriti? It is Shara. Shara means it will be constantly changing. See, in a human life, when we are born, we are in the hands to in we are just only to the two hands confined to the mother. But after some age, you have grown to a kid level. After some, you have come to the Kaumara. After that, Pauganta and youth. Again, old age, death. So these six features are there no, in our body only. This is also acting as a Prakriti. So the constant changing is there no. See, today we are like this. Tomorrow we may be not in this same way. We may be different. But the past 1 year we are different. Now we are different. So we are having lot of constant changing is there no. That is Shara. It might be in a material body, it might be in the world, it might be in the trees, it might be in the small ants from because there also life cycle is there no from egg to coming out of the mosquito or something. The same way the changes are constant. So this constant changing is Prakriti or Kshara. What is Adi Bhuta? Adi Bhuta means Prakriti. Prakriti, what is the nature of Prakriti? It is Kshara, constantly changing. Everybody got this?
Yes, Mataji.
Next coming to what is Adi Daiva? Adi Daiva. Adi Daiva means what? It is the universal form. Universal form. That universal form means it consists of all the demigods, all the planetary system. Everything is constrained. That is Adi Daiva. Means the universal form or the gigantic form. Universal form, the other name of universal form is Virata Purusha. So this is means which includes all the demigods and all the planets. That is the universal form or the Virata Purusha. Adi Daiva. Adi Deva. Adi Deva means it is the Virata Purusha or the
See, Mataji,
universal
this
form.
Virat Rupa ante same na Mataji? Rupa and
Virata
Purusha ante
Rupa. Virata Rupa, Virata Purusha is one and the same.
ఒకటి సేమ్ Mataji. Okay, Mataji.
Yeah, one will say Virata Rupa because the features.
Yeah, Mataji.
Normally we won't say Virata Rupa, we'll be saying Virata Purusha. Because he is Purusha.
Thanks, Mataji.
So, which includes, this is the gigantic uniform form, which includes all the demigods and the planets. Why? Because they will be also showering us. And what is Adi Igna? Adi Igna means the Paramatma feature, which is with us. Why? Because Paramatma feature is the enjoyer of all the sacrifices. Whatever the work we are going to do, it has to be the sacrifice to Vishnu. So every time we won't be doing this side, keeping the fire sacrifices. And what are we doing? Brahma Havi, Brahma Vaishna. So whatever the sacrifices we are doing, it is for Lord Vishnu. So here Adi Yajna means the sacrifice is for the Paramatma feature or the supreme person or the supreme personality of Godhead who is in our heart as a super soul. This is Adi Yajna. Here Adi Yajna means the super soul or the Paramatma feature which is living in all the living entities. Then, and again, one more question comes that where does this Adhignya live in our body? Where does he live? Hare Krishna, answer from you.
In our heart.
In the heart,
In the heart.
individual heart.
In the individual heart. Good. Each and every, because he is the Paramatma feature, he lives in each and every entity in the heart. So Adhignya is situated where in our body? In the heart. As a Paramatma feature. And the last feature, what Arjuna is asking is, at the point, Prayana Kala, at the Prayana Kala, what will be my impressions? So, this is the main subject. At Prayana Kala, what are the instructions? This comes the attaining of Supreme Lord. This is the main heading, what we are going to read this chapter. At the Prayana Kala, Prayana means journey, Kala is the time. Means here Prayana Kala means at the time of transmigration of one body to the other body. So at the transmigration of body, how I'll be transmigrated to other body? So here comes the art of living and art of living. The significance of Bhagavad Gita also comes the art of leaving the body and art of living the body. See, this is the most significance why we have to read Bhagavad Gita. That is how to live. The art of living and art of living is also important. So today's what are the actions we do that reflect for the next life or the next body which we are going to get. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, go ahead with the text 3, 4 to 8 up till 8.
Yes. 8.3. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, the indivisible, transcendental, living entity is called Brahman, and his eternal nature is called Adhyatma, the self. Action pertaining to the development of the material bodies of the living entities is called karma or fruitive activities. 8.4. O best of the embodied being, the physical nature which is constantly changing is called Adi Buddha, the material manifestation. The universal form of the Lord, which includes all the demigods like those of the sun and the moon, is called Adi Deva. And the Supreme Lord, represented as the super soul in the heart of every embodied being, am called Adi Yagna. Adi
Hare
Yagna,
Krishna Prabhuji, just a
the Lord of
moment.
sacrifice. Yes,
Now repeat what are the questions and what are the answers.
yeah.
Yeah, just you can see and see
Yes, yes.
from first.
Yeah,
Just scroll
from
up.
8.3 onwards, huh?
No. What is the question? What is the answer? You see and say, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Adi Agna.
The
Paramatma
Prabhu, can
feature.
you share from 8.1 to 8.4 in the same screen?
Yeah. I will tell.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, go
What is
ahead,
Brahman?
Prabhuji. Answer.
Answer also. Okay.
Yeah, answer is there only.
Adi Bhuta Mataji.
Indivisible soul. Called
Indivisible
Brahman.
soul. Okay.
Called Brahman. And what is the self?
Self is Adhyatma.
Adhyatma. Okay. What are the fruitive activities?
Self means the eternal nature is called Adhyatma. The eternal nature.
Okay.
Next, fruitive activities means karma.
Karma.
Actions.
Okay.
See, actions
What is
pertaining to the development of material bodies of living entities is called karma or fruitive activities. Next.
okay.
What is the next question? What is material manifestation?
Manifestation.
Adibhuta.
Okay.
That is
What are
Prakriti,
the?
physical nature.
Yeah.
I have given in the Sanskrit terms, so I ask you to recollect.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
What are the demigods? Demigods.
Virata Rupa, universal itself form, which includes demigods and the planetary systems.
Okay. Who is the Lord of sacrifice? And how does he live in the body.
Adi Yajna.
Om.
Where does he live? He live in the heart of all the living things. What is Prayana Kala? Now we are going to discuss about the Prayana Kala.
Okay.
Is it clear up till this 4 slokas? Questions and answers?
Yes,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna. Yeah,
Yes,
thank you.
Mataji, this fruitive activity, Mataji, this written to this our old birth.
Karma means fruitive activities also will come, no Prabhu?
Mataji, అంటే previous birth ఏం తొందర ఉంది.
Yeah, that will also come, Prabhu. Past deeds also will come.
This reflect to this current birth.
Yeah, fruitive activities means when we are doing something for our sense gratification, it is called a fruitive activity. Prabhu can go ahead from 8.5.
8.5. Remember me at the time of death. 8.5. And whoever at the end of his life quits his body, remembering me alone, at once attains my nature. Of this there is no doubt. 8.6. Whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, O son of Kunti, that state he will attain without fail. 8.7. Therefore, Arjuna, you should always think of me in the form of Krishna and at the same time carry out your prescribed duty of fighting. With your activities dedicated to me and your mind and intelligence fixed on me, you will attain me without doubt. 8.8. He who meditates on me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his mind constantly engaged in remembering me, undeviated from the path, he, O Parda, is sure to reach me. 8.9.
Enough, Prabhuji. Hari Bol.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. See, now we are going to take the sloka of 8.5, which is very important. So I request each and everybody to practice that sloka. So that we have to remember that. Antakale cha mameva smaranamukta kalevaram yat prayanti inti sadmavam yada yanti nasti atra samshayaha. Means, now, how we will be remembering Krishna at the time of death. See, how we can remember Krishna? Normally, to remember, if we are having 100 years of span, and so at that time, what we'll think, no, this is my age. Now we are nearly 30, 20, 30, 20s to 40s in the middle age. So at this time we'll think that, no, this is only for my material enjoyment. So at the last point, when I become very old, at 60s or 70s, then I'll start my God realization. Okay. At that time, I'll start to do service for the Lord. Is that the correct sense of thinking?
No, Mataji.
Because no, thank you, Prabhuji.
It
And
should
now,
be,
yes,
it should be
Prabhu.
from the practicing, then only we remember when the time. All of a sudden cannot be remembered. Am I
Thank you,
correct, Mataji?
Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, thank you, Hari Bol. Yeah. And now again we have to see that this way is normally everybody will think. Because this is the thing. Because at the age of 40s, everybody 80 wants to have their family. They want to expand their family. They want to maintain their family, and they want to be one who is materially opulent in all the relatives. Normally, this is the scenario. But for a devotee, it is for anybody who is living in this world. So they want to be competitive because they are always in passion and rajoguna. Means they don't want others to be in a very high stage. We must be in that high stage. See, this is the passion required. Everybody is doing the same thing. But we know that we are standing in a line where we don't know. See, our material appliances, our family, and also all the things are also, you can also plan to your future. But can you plan your death? We don't know at what time it is going to come. See, I have planned everything. So I need my AC. One of the Alvar was there. His name was Kulashekar Alvar. Okay, and he was so rich in his spiritual. He says that But yeah, now I am having fully conscious of Krishna, is having full consciousness of Vishnu. As Alva, they are always dedicated to Venkateshwar or Balaji. So at that time, the Kulshekar Alvar was saying that I am in a perfect body. I am perfectly happy and I am in a perfect spiritual consciousness. So I take me with this conscious only, I want to reach you. Is it possible? Krishna allows that? Krishna doesn't allow, no. Till your lifespan, you have to live. So, how you have to go to live? How to remember Krishna at the time of death? Because at the time of death, death is nothing but if a student is there. For example, if a student is there, he is going to read the whole syllabus for 1 year. And at the time of exam only, if the student is reading very well, at the time of the exam, he doesn't feel any type of disagreement. He says that I have written very good, I'll be getting 100% or 10%. The same way, if the student is there, because this is the good student, whereas I am talking about the backbencher students. So, if a student is there, he is a backbench student. So, he doesn't like to read the whole academic year. He wants to read only at the time of exam. So, he'll be getting the 10%, he'll be getting only the pass marks or little bit above. Yeah. The same way, if we are going to, when at why I'm saying this, no, we have to practice the art of living. How we can practice the art of living? Living. So living cannot come immediately. So at that time, what we have to do? We have to practice the art of living. How we are going to live? See, if you have given when your daily activities in the same procedure. See, morning if you are going to wake up at 4 o'clock and at 4:30 if you are going to do your Mangal Harati, and again you are going to sit for chanting and you are doing you're completing your 16 rounds of chanting, and also you are doing all your prescribed duties according to the time and place and circumstances. It says at the daily you are going to do as a Nitya Seva. You are doing 16 rounds of chanting daily. So you are habited to that. So at the time of death also, you'll be remembering this because it is the daily activity. So you'll remember Krishna immediately. This is one point. And if some people will say that, no, I will enjoy everything. I'll remember Krishna. I'll ask my friend, a friend when I am on the deathbed to remember Krishna. At that time, the friends may be coming in, they may be saying, but you will be not in a position to listen to them and say the word Krishna. So it becomes very difficult. So knowing also and the art of living, how you have to live, how you have to transmigrate. See, why
But
this?
Ajamal, Mataji, excuse me, Mataji. Ajamal,
I'll say you some story, Prabhu, so you can
yes, Mataji.
refer that.
Yes,
Okay.
Mataji. Thank
See, mm. See, now here we know that Ajamil Email. I'll be giving you the story of Ajamil. Ajamil was a Brahmana by birth, and he was raised by his Brahmana parents very nicely. And at the age of 19 or 18, he got married and he did all the different studies of Vedic knowledge. Because this was at the time of Satya Yuga, it was about the Dwapara Treta Yugas. So at that time, this Ajamil was very happily doing just before Kali Yuga, Dwapara Yuga. So this Ajamil was doing all the services to the Lord because they were coming from the Brahmana family. The Brahmanas, they were doing what was the duty of the Brahmanas at that time is they were very much they were undeviated to any other material thing. They were only having the conception of doing service to the Lord and doing service to the society. Doing service to the Lord is doing all the archana and different rituals of the Lord. That is abhisheka, doing the mala for the Lord, giving applying sandalwood paste to the deity, giving boga to the Lord, or cooking for the Lord. Everything was done by the Brahmana's wives, and the Brahmana used to recite the hymns, Vedic hymns, and they used to follow this culture. And how they were influencing the other people's society, They used to teach different classes of people. They used to teach the Vedics. Some used to teach Ayurveda. Some used to you teach different. That were 64 different types of arts. So this Brahmana is to teach the 64 arts to different people according to their Varna and Ashrama. And this was the main thing. So these Brahmanas, they were mostly in the worship of Lord only. So one time they were doing different sacrifices. And one day when this Ajamila went to forest to collect some of the pious ingredients for the sacrifice. At that time, he unfortunately saw the scene that scene that one lady was emphasizing with the other they are the Shudras. So they will be in that sense only. They doesn't have. So as it was a secluded there, they were thinking of that. But unfortunately, this Ajamila entered at that time. So after coming from that forest also, he was continuously remembering the scene, which he got imprinted entered immediately. After doing the sacrifice, at that time, Ajamila was married to a beautiful wife and he was having nice relations with his wife. It's his family also, with his parents also. But due to the lusty features of Ajamila, yeah, after doing the sacrifice, everything also, he was very attracted with the lusty features. He went to the same woman whom he had saw in the morning. He went there and he asked for his favor. So at that time, the woman replied that you are having your family, your parents, and everything, and you are coming from a very great family of a Brahmana. So how can you come to me? You must not come. You just leave. But this Ajamila was very much affected by that lusty feature. He told, whatever you want, I'll provide. So at that time, that lady, the lady Edie was there, no? The lady said, you are having your wife and your parents, so I can't come and stay with you. So you have to first you have to move your wife and your parents so that I can come and stay with you there where you were in your house. So then Ajamila thought, okay, he was in a lusty mood that he want to have her. So at that time, he went to his house. He immediately threw his wife out of his house, and he was staying there, and he was having the relationship with the other lady. But still, the other lady was wanting to stay in his house. So after some time, he threw his parents also out, and he brought the sister girl, and they were staying in that house. After knowing all this, no, the Brahmanas in that community, they immediately asked this is Ajamil to get out of that community because he's spoiling the others. By seeing, some people will be spoiled. By listening, some people will be spoiled. No, at time they told that to leave. So Ajamila and that girl, they have to leave the home and they entered some forest, and they were living there. But Ajamila doesn't know any type of work. So at that time, for their livelihood, he needs some money, no, to get some things to build a hilde cottage and other thing. So at that time, Ajamila don't know anything. So Ajamila started. What Ajamila started? He started to steal from others. He started to steal the persons who are crossing that forest. He started to steal from them. He started to steal from them, and he used to take care of his wife very nicely. The sister wife was there, no, he used to. And the sister wife, because she's from a Sudra, she used to have the company of eating meat and other thing. So now this Ajamil has fallen down to meat eating, every intoxication, everything. So this Ajamila Ila was also having lots and lots of he has done lots and lots of sin, because actually Brahmanas are a highly elevated person. Now he became lesser than a Sudra, and he's living in a secluded place with only his wife. And his wife, he got one daughter. And after that, some incident happened. The girl who he was sparing, no, she died. And this Ajamila had again the lusty features with her daughter, and he was with her daughter. And at that time also, he was nearly 80 years. He was nearly 78 or like that. He got a child, because different many times there were abortions for that girl and other things. So Ajamila was very upset because he was not having putra to be delivered from the putra heaven. So this Ajamila was also having. So as he was a Brahmana, some of the Vaishnavas and Brahmanas who were passing, no, they advised this Ajamila to keep name, whoever, if his son is born, to keep the name of Narayana. So at last, a son was born to Ajamila at the age of 78 or 79, and he was very affectionately raising his son because he was in that Brahmanical feature, so he has to go to this Putra Naraka. So to come out of that Naraka, he needed a son, because if he is a very sinful person, he won't be getting a son. So at that time, it was the ritual. So he was very fond of of having a putra. So after his son was delivered, he named his son Narayana, and he was very much loving and caring, and he was very much attached to his son. So whatever he just does for his son. If it is feeding him, everything was taken care by Ajamila. So and he was having lot of love and affection to that boy. But that boy name is only Narayana. But Narayana is the supreme personality of the features. And at the age of 82, the son was born at 78 or 79 years. So 4 years, yes, or 3 years, the boy's age was there. At the time of that, this Ajamila was sleeping. And at that time, the time of death, he got to see the Yamadutas were approaching. See how the soul is. Yamadutas were approaching. Yamadutas means strangely. You can see the demon features of Ravana and other things. No, the same way these Yamadutas were also having different. So they came to take over the soul. At that instant, because this Ajamila was having lot of affection towards his boy, that is the name Narayana. He was having lot of affection. So at the last stage, at the end of his death, he was calling very inspiringly, with mindfully and consciously. He was called Narayana, Narayana, because he was in a helpless condition. By seeing the Yamadutas, he got very bewildered, and he started calling and chanting Narayana, Narayana, Narayana. He was in his abode. He shouted like anything, the Narayana, Narayana. To listening that Narayana words, this Vishnu Dutas appeared at that moment. And Vishnu Dutas appeared, and there was a interaction between Vishnu Dutas and Yamaduta. And at that time Yamadutas left, because because at the time of that, the person who chanted Narayana, Narayana or Krishna or Vishnu, he is eligible to be liberated. So at that time, there was a conversation between Yamadutas and Vishnudutas, and at last, the Yamadutas has to agree with them. So Yamadutas left the place, and they went to their lokas, Yamaloka. And now Vishnudutas also left Ajamila, and they also left to their Vishnu lokas. Now Ajamila got the conscious. He got the second opportunity. He got the second opportunity. He got down from there, and he got the second opportunity to do service to the Vaishnavas, and to do different sacrifices in different. And for 12 years, this Ajamila was moving around the world with different, and he met different, and Vaishnavas, different Brahmanas, different sages, and he was staying in Rishikesh, I think so. He was staying in Rishikesh with different sages. And at that time, at that moment when his death arrived, there was a airplane from Vishnu Loka, and Sunanda and Nanda are accompanied in that airplane. They came down to take this Ajamila to Vaikunta. See, Ajamila didn't got a chance immediately within a flash of a finger, but he got that. Why? Because he had done his service from childhood to 19 years. And again, by the he was affectionately calling his son, no? And while his son was only 3 to 4 years, for 3 to 4 years, he has done this Narayana Smriti, Ante Narayana Smriti. And also, he got the second opportunity. In that second opportunity, he has utilized his 12 years of service. And at the age of 92, or 94, he went to Vaikuntha. See, this is not on the flash of a finger that at the end of my time, Ante Narayan Smriti, Antakalecha Mameva Smaran Mukta Kalevaram. Means at the time of death, within a flash, you can't even remember Krishna. How can we remember? Because if we have done our karma in that, if we have done that Nitya karma, or if we have done our prescribed duties from the early ages, or when we are, if we have started from now, we are doing this chanting Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela, all these Leelas, so that we may go reach back to Godhead in this life only. How we will reach? So Antakaleja. So art of living is given here. So then the next sloka, what Krishna says is that in the when we are in the death, right, there will be, if one scorpion is beating, if a scorpion has bit our body, we'll be having lot of pain. At that time, if thousands of scorpions are beating, and your past karma will flash off within one line, at that time to remember Krishna, it is very impossible. Yes. So at that time, at the time of deathbed, if you are rolling, because as a cinema, we have, everybody has experience of this movies, no? In that way, one reel will be going on other reel, no? In that same way, if you imagine that from the starting of your life to the ending of your life, there will be a reel. In that reel, which you are affectionately quietly catching, that point, you are going to have the next life or the next body. So here, yam vapi smaran bhavam tadinche ante kalevaram. At that time of when you are leaving your body, what your mind is attached, in that way, that similar object is confirmed. If you are similarly attached to Lord Krishna, you will be going to the abode of Krishna. If you are immediately attached to the sun god, you will be going to the sun god loka. If you are catching the Pitruloka, if you want to go for Pitruloka and you are very attached to your father, you'll be going to the Pitrulokas. But it depends. It depends on the identification at the death. When you are leaving the body, at that time, what you are going to remember, that is most important. So this is, if it is a demigod, you are going to the demigod loka. If you are attached to Krishna, you will be going to Krishna loka. If you are attached to Krishna but you have not done your sacrifice in the limited scale, you will be getting a body in a Brahmana, now, so that you can complete from where the point you have ended. That point you can start your service and you can end. Because in the time scale of 8.4 million species, to have one two births, it is very negligible. But we have to be very fixed in our determination. As Dhruva Maharaj was very fixed in his determination that he wanted to see the Lord. It might be due to his material opulences also, but he was very firmly determination. At that time, when Narada was asking him, "You are only the boy of 5 years. Why are you thinking about this insults and other things?" This is nothing. As a boy, you may be just forgetting. As a normal boy, you may forget. But Dhruva, he was having a Kshatriya feature and he was intolerant. So, due to this intolerance and due to having the firm determination to see the Lord, to get more than the kingdom of his grandfather, he has seen the Supreme Personality. After seeing what Dhruva said, that I wanted to I have seen the personality of Lord Hari, but I have asked only the glass pieces. These are waste. But I need to ask. I have to be living in the association of devotees, listening about Harikatha, everything. But I have asked only the glass pieces. That is to get a greater kingdom than my grandfather. So Dhruva was feeling such thing. So at the ending time, when what will be your smaran, that the body you're going to. So now after this, then you know that at what yat yat yapi swam bhavam. Yat yat vapi smaran bhavam tajinche ante kalevaram. So at that time what you're thinking, that will be your future path. So now I want to think about Krishna always. So what I have to do? What we have to do? We have to do little bit. It's not that doing totally 24 hour by 7. So I'll leave my office, I'll sit and I'll do kirtans and I'll do everything. It's not that, no, because each and every soul is having their circumstances. So they have to do their prescribed duty, including their prescribed duties. If they are going to concentrate and consciously do the chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, listening to the pastimes of Leelas, Guna Leelas, and different. There are different books which Srila Prabhupada has given us. Because he is a pure devotee, so whatever the books he has given for us, reading the small books, reading little bit, daily one page of that, so that we may be doing our baby steps and we may be moving towards one step. Because we may be not eager, but Lord Krishna is very eager to take us back to Golaka Vrindavan. So at this time, how we have to think? We have to think that we must chant through mind and intelligence. How we have to keep? Mind means thinking, feeling, emotions, everything will come in mind. Intelligence means planning will come. How we have to plan? How? So morning I'll get up at this time, I'll do my chanting, I'll do my rounds today, I'll complete this. Because why we are going to give importance to chanting is because the name, the form, Krishna, each and everyone. See, in Ajamil, Narayana was only, but Narayana is not indicating to the person, but it is indicating to the supreme personality. So the name and the form and the leelas, everything are one and the same. The holy name is also given more important. All the Shastras, Hare Krishna Mahamantra is given more important. So chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is the one which we will attain without any doubt. Because all our acharyas, Srila Prabhupada, and different acharyas, Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, these all the acharyas were following this Nama Sankirtana. So we are also on this way. So we'll also surely think about Krishna for 24 by 7. So how you are going to do? When you are starting for your work, you can think of Krishna, or you can think of Lord Narsimhadev or Lord Rama, whichever is your favorite. You think of him and start your work. And after the work, just think of the Lord, so that everything, whatever you have done for the service of Lord. The same way, doing everything. If you are eating, just eat the prasada of the Lord. So that order, there are no sinful, nothing sinful. We are doing everything for the service of the Lord. So after this, how we can attain this remembering? Because why we have to live in this way? This is art of living. If you are going to live in this way, the time of leaving the body, it doesn't take any diversions. Directly we'll go to Krishna Loka. If we are going to live in this system. So, in this attaining, how we have to attain this remembrance of Krishna? Abhyasa Yoga Kauntena, by practice, by daily practicing. Because chanting, we won't do one day 16 rounds, and other day only one round. We have to do constantly 16 rounds. If you are doing 2 rounds, you start with 2 rounds only. Constantly, you have to do that. So, in this way, if your consciousness is undeviated, and you are doing everything according to the acharyas and according to the parampara with the 4 regulative principles, that is no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit sex, with following all the rules and regulation and doing little bit of service, sadhana towards Lord Krishna, we are going to attain surely Krishna. That is, we are going to go to Goloka Vrindavan. So this is what it is confirming. See, again I'll give you one more example. See, Bharat Maharaj was the king of Bharatakanda, sorry. Bharatakanda. In Bharatakanda means he was a king. He was a Chakrapati. So he was ruling everything. After his sons has grown to that age, he has given up all the sons, all everything to his sons and he went to a secluded place to live in a forest, and he was doing all the sacrifices. On one day, when he saw that the pregnant deer has delivered the small deer, and that deer was just running in the flowing water, after this Bharat Maharaj, he took the deer and he saved that deer. As a Paradukka, as a compassionate soul, he can save the deer, he can just feed the deer a little bit and he can leave it. But as he was in a secluded place without the association of devotees, he got very much attracted towards deer. He left everything. He left his wife, he left his sons, he left his kingdom, money, treasures, all that. He left everything. But his attraction was towards the deer. Wherever he used to go, he used to put the deer on his neck and he used to go for the sacrifice. After some time, what? He got attached, and in the next birth, he became a deer. But due to the mercy of the Lord, he got the remembrance of he was a Bharat Maharaj. So in the deer life, it was just for a renunciation, and after the deer life he got the Jada Bharat life, and after that he went back to Vaikuntha. See why this example is at the end time ante means antakale cha mameva uh, smarana mukta kalevaram. So at the end, this Bharat Maharaj has remembered only the deer. He has not remembered his parents, his sons, his wives, nobody. He remembered only the deer. So he became the deer. But it is not that if you are going to think of something else, you are going to become that only. So when you are going to be in the art of living in this way, in the next also when you are leaving the body, you will be living in that Krishna conscious way. So that will be very useful to us because as a devotee, where we have started, we have to continue the service from there and we have to purify our heart because we are having lots and lots of black holes in our heart. It has to be cleaned by Krishna. As a friend who comes to our house, he will give a helping hand. The same way Krishna is coming here to give us the helping hand. And why he is giving all of us the helping hand? Because we are listening to Bhagavad Gita and we are also doing the servicing to Krishna. What is the service? By hearing about him, we are having also the affectionate, we are getting the faith in Krishna. So we can say, if we meet somebody, we can say that, no, I have heard this. I know Krishna about this one. So you are having the faith in that. In that way, we are also coming closer to Krishna, and Krishna is also coming closer to us. As of now, I am ending the section. Any doubts up till now? Hare Krishna. Any comments or any takeaways? Hare Krishna, all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis. You can go ahead. Mani Prabhu?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, any doubts?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, go ahead,
Today
Prabhu.
class is very nice. And
Yeah, don't say that the class is very nice and other things. You just say what
okay.
you got today. What is the important lesson we have learned today?
Yes, Mataji. Today we saw about the Adi Buddha, Adi Deva, and Adi Igna. And
Okay.
Adi Buddha is same as Prakriti, moments of nature. It will change constantly. And Adi Deva is it is a universal form, gigantical uniform, and
Which consists of demigods and planets.
yeah, Virata Rupa and Virata Purusha also it's called. It is constant of all the nature. Adi Igna, Paramatma future. It's called Paramatma future. Supreme personality of personality is living in our body is called the Adi Igna.
Adi Yajna. Where is Adi Yajna living means? It is living in our body, in the heart.
Body. Yes, sir.
Or Adi Yajna known in our body. Means in our heart.
Yes, sir. At Prayana Kala, art of living the body and art of living the body.
Living and leaving the body.
Yes,
Prayana Kala is the journey. Prayana means
Yeah.
journey and Kala is the time.
Yes, Mataji.
And how to remember Krishna at the time of death?
We have to say Krishna Kirtanas like Hare
Yeah,
Krishna.
I can do Hare Krishna Mahamantra, chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra,
Yeah.
doing different Ekadasis. There are
Yes,
26 Ekadasis you have to do Ekadasi so that it is very pleasing to Krishna. As gopis are there, Nitya Siddha gopis. If the gopis in Vrindavananlo, no, they are very, if they are going to sweep the house also, they'll be always thinking of Krishna, what Krishna will be doing in the forest, what he's be plucking, is he plucking the flowers or he's playing. If they are going to milk the cow also, they'll be thinking everything, every time they'll be thinking of Krishna only. In such way, our remembrance and in Krishna also must be attained, so that we can attain Krishna. Because gopis are the Nitya Siddhas, they'll be every time thinking whatever. If they are with husbands, if they are feeding their husbands, if they are there with their children also, if they are feeding their children, or if they are if they are cleaning, if they are threshing the grass, or if they are bringing the water from the well also, every time their mind will be lingering about Krishna. And they will be, one time what happened, no? They were scolding Brahmaji because they can see the glimpse of Krishna in the morning and in the evening only. At that time also, these eyelids were linking off, no? For a moment they can't see, no, because eyelids, if you are closing the eyelids, you can't see the form of Krishna, no? So at that time, these gopis were also shouting, why this Brahma has given us eyelids? We can't even stare at Krishna for a moment. That was their intense love and affection for Krishna. So we must also have, we need the heart, because God only sees the intention of love and affection. He has everything. He has everything. He is giving everything to us. He doesn't need what we are going to give in paraphernalia or everything. He needs only the intent that we need to remember Krishna at the time of death. So what we have to do? We have to do practice by doing Hare Krishna Krishna Mahamantra Japa, as it is said in all the Vedas. This is the most important thing in Kali Yuga. So we have to do this Japa. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. At all the time, so that we'll remember Krishna at the time of death.
yes. Brahma, indestructible soul, is called the
Yeah,
Brahma. And the prescribed activities are the proactive actions called the prescribed
karma.
activities. Yeah. And the Kim Adi Atma, Shubhabam,
Swabhava.
eternal natures of impressions of past.
Yes, Prabhuji.
And the
Thank you,
Kim
Prabhuji.
Karma,
Yeah, Kim Karma.
activity of doing prescribed duties.
Prescribed
And
duties, duty activities, chain of
yes, ma'am.
actions and reactions. There are
And
many. According to the context, it differs.
And this Jamal story is telling whatever we are doing in the end of our life, we have to think about this Krishna.
It's
Then we
not at
will
the
go.
end of life. See, Prahlad Maharaj was only 5 years.
Yeah.
He was listening to Bhagavatam when he was in the womb of his mother.
Oh,
To Narada, when he was in the womb only, Prahlad was listening to Bhagavatam. When his mother used to sleep, this Prahlad Maharaj, he used to say, yes, I'm listening, continue.
yes.
So it's not that the devotion service can be started only after reaching the 60 or 70. Is that at the age of 5, at any age, we can start the devotional service. That is, devotional services, the love and affection towards the Lord. Because which we have forgotten while coming to this material world, we need to re-establish that eternal relation with the Lord.
Yes.
Is it clear,
Mataji,
Prabhu?
this This is Brahman and Paramatma and Bhagwan Mataji.
Yeah.
Could you elaborate this?
Okay. You are standing in a railway station, Prabhu. So
Yes,
at the
Mataji.
far of it, you can see only the light coming, no? If the train is coming nearing to you from a longer distance, you can see only the light that is coming. That you can say as the Brahman feature, means the affluence of the Lord. Okay. And
Yes.
when the train is coming little bit, you'll see that the affluence of the light is diminished and you can see the train that is coming nearing to you. That is the Paramatma feature. And the Bhagwan feature is when the train is stopped in the railway station, you can go inside the train. From inside, you can see outside and you can also see the inside. That you can take as Bhagwan feature. Bhagwan feature is the complete feature.
Means how you
And
correlate,
whereas,
Mataji?
huh?
Correlation, how I didn't.
I'm giving you
In
the
inside,
example so that you can relate everything.
I
You can
mean
go
inside
inside
the.
the train, you can see from inside and you can see from outside, no? Everything. That is the Bhagwan feature.
So Bhagavan inside the heart is there. Then
Huh?
everybody have inside the heart the God is there, no? That
Atma feature.
so spiritual. That is Paramatma.
Yeah.
Then Brahman one Mataji.
Brahman means the effulgence of the Lord.
Lord, when the creation time, that is.
Not when the creation, when you want to. I'm saying, if the train is coming first, you can see only the light, no? That light. That is the light you see, no? That when you want to see the Lord also, you can see only the light. That is Brahma Jyoti. That is the
Brahman,
Brahman
yes.
feature. That
Okay,
is the
okay,
Brahman
Mataji. Yes.
feature.
Yes,
You got
Mataji.
confused
Okay.
with Brahman and Brahma Jyoti.
Yes,
It's only the feature.
okay, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Sunta Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji, today completely we learned about how the main thing is why we have to from the beginning to end of the life we have to think about the Bhagavan, especially by doing chanting all whatever we can do at the most. So at the end of the life, that constantly comes to the mind. So I learned this for the today's. Thank you, Mataji.
Yes. This is the essence what I have spoken, Mataji, up till now. The consciousness, what we have to get, that is the what. You got that point. Thank you. Hari Bol, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Murli Prabhuji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji. Today Arjuna questions we learned what is a Brahman, Adhyatma, Karma, Adibhuta, Adideva, Adhyajna, and Krishna replies. The last today class Prayana Kala, remembering the Krishna and the stories Ajamila and Bharat Maharaja we learned today Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Okay, bye. Any doubts? Adds? Hare Krishna, Chitranjan Prabhu is there? Hare Krishna, Shivananda Swami Prabhuji. So now I'll end this action of Bhagavad Gita section today. Murli Prabhuji, can you say the Vaishnava Pranam?
Okay, Mataji.
We'll conclude this session.
Okay. Vancha kalpatarubhyasha
Vanchakalpatarubhyasya
कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च
कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो
पतितानां
पतितानां
पावनेभ्यो
पावनेभ्यो
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः.
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो
वैष्णवेभ्यो
नमः.
नमो नमः.
अनंत कोटि विष्णु के जय.
श्रील
अनंत
प्रभुपाद
कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय.
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 हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna. Thank you everyone for attending the session.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Mataji. Thank you,
Mataji.
Babuji.
Thank you for giving.